Oh, wow, that took a little bit to get started. The music player that is. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good day to wherever you are. Wait, is that too loud? That's looks like a little. No, it looks fine. I was wondering if the music was louder than usual. I don't know. Like sometimes I like. Wait. Yeah. Sometimes I get worried, like when I like stream like different games and stuff, and I adjust audio without even thinking about it, and then just like all the settings are messed up. Oof. Yeah, because last time it was I had an orange juice collab, and that was fun. Yeah. The beef and all. You can check that out on the Twitch VODs channel. It's like linked in the. It's linked somewhere. I forget. I should probably like put it somewhere in the YouTube description as well. Anyway, how y'all doing? Hey, Benway, I'll talk Pirate. Rika, Darkslayer, Veldrick, Bybun. Anyone else just joining us? Hello. Oh god. Well, anyway, everything's good. Everything's good on my end. Yeah, this is the graph. I was, in the stream thumbnail, I was just hiding this like 1/4 in a sea of firsts and seconds. I mean, if we go further back, you're gonna see like all the W's and stuff. But if we just look at these like first, these like last 8 games, things have been looking great. I feel like I've actually been playing better. I've actually recently like been studying. I've been looking at more like Japanese content for Mahjong. So like lately I've actually been like really trying to like level up my game. And I think that's like had a ripple effect. Like not necessarily the situations that are coming up, that I'm finding, like not necessarily those situations are coming up. But I am like focusing more on like, just like, oh yeah, they're just like different parts of the game. I just need to like really think about, Let's get into the game. Boba Drunk, hello. Are you taking the pro exam this weekend? Nah, I don't think I don't think that's for me. Yeah, even if I wanted to go pro, I don't think I would want to call myself a pro yet. I don't think I'm like good or studied enough. I want to, to not shame the pro, moniker. But, that's just me. That's just me. I just have a really high standard for myself, and I haven't reached that yet. Okay, that's interesting. This hand is so close to being like Chanta Sanshoku maybe that we'll keep the possibilities, especially with like Dora. Dora Onctile. By the way, this is the map that you get from the Force event. Just like unlocked like a few days ago, or it seems like, or maybe today. I don't know. Looks okay. It's like an underwater theme. Less horsey than I imagined. Do this. Yeah. Hey G Savior as well. A bird 55119. Yeah, this is this like just came out. I mean, it's part of a new event, so if you play in the event, like eventually you'll unlock this. The event lasts like still another like couple weeks. 3 weeks or so, 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. So if you haven't played in a while, you can still get it. But yeah, I guess it's like just a different kind of theme, but I like it. Oh, sea turtle. I like turtles. How long does it take to unlock? I don't know. I played a number of games, and so I just unlocked it naturally, but maybe if you're just starting from scratch, it'll take a while. I'm not sure. Yeah, G-Saver, what specifically do you think I've been working on? Let's see. A lot of reads. a lot of like unpacking, like a lot of like what discards like mean about like people's hands. Not necessarily just their weights, but like that is part of it. Like for example, like if they discard like in a certain way, that could like, or if they call in a certain way, that could like show that they might have more Dora in their hand, like a higher probability that they have Dora in their hand. Like a big one that I think like is like decently applicable is like if you see someone chi a Ryunmen, I guess I'm not sure like how often I really like think about that particular case. But if someone chis a Ryunmen, right, like a 3/4, a two-sided weight, and they chi like a 2 or 5, and it's not even a red 5, it's not even a Dora. What kind of hand do they need to have at this level for them to justify calling like that? I don't think like Jade players usually call like that. I mean, you know, if it's silver, it's different. Like, you know, even in gold, people call it like that all the time. At some point, you realize that those calls are just not very good most of the time. But when they are good is when you just like have a really you just have like a hand that doesn't need Riichi. Because if your hand was so good that every weight was Ryunmen, you probably would just wait and call Pinfu, right? Why would you call to make your Mangan hand into a Wonhan hand? That doesn't make much sense, right? And if like the rest of your weights were bad, like that's just counterproductive. You know, you're wasting your best weight on a call when you could have used your calls on worse tiles to finish off like a Kanchan, like a 3/5 or whatever in your hand, waiting on the 4. If the 4 comes out, yeah, it's pretty natural to chi that. It's much less natural to chi or Ryunmen to start. So yeah, exactly, Valeric. Yeah, chi to cash in value. If they have 2 or 3 Dora in their hand, then there's not much of a difference between them calling Riichi or not. Might as well go for the fastest win at that point. I'll cut the 6 here. Go for a Pinfu shape. Keeping a safe tile here, but also keeping a floating 7 in case I connect with it. If I get a 6, it'll be Furuk 10, 2, 5, 8, but it's still waiting on the door. It's fine. Yeah, well, yeah. So I think all that said, you know, stuff like that. And really, also like really watching out, like I have actually done some like exercises of like, is this worth doing? Cutting a 7? Is that like something I would ever want to do? Maybe. But yeah, there are some like exercises that I've done as well. Just like I've like gone back at replays, and it's been a while since I've done this. I've done this before, but it has been a while. Where like I would just go into the replays and just like skip to like the end of a hand and see like, okay, if anyone like made a bunch of calls, like a Riichi or any pawn or chi, even also, I would try to like predict what tiles they could be waiting on and what tiles that they're probably not waiting on. And then I double check to see if my assessment is correct. You know, with like what their hand actually is. I mean, if you want to like, you know, if you care about that, if you care about like discard reads and stuff, like you should do that. Like you shouldn't just like, you know, try and make a read and then just like, oh well, and then like, you know, someone else won, I'll never get to see their hand. No, you should just go back. I mean, you see me do that. You see me do that a lot if you watch the channel. When I do make a read, a lot of times I will come back to check if the read was correct. I don't think I'm gonna do that actually. I think I'm fine just doing this. It's like I have to still discard like a 2 or 5, so which isn't proven safe. I don't feel the need to push against dealer right now. So yeah, I've been feeling good about my Mahjong lately. And just excited to play more. Excited to play more Mahjong. Get even stronger. Like I don't mind. I don't mind like spending some time to like actually study the game, as opposed to like, you know, work on videos or whatever. Because like to me, getting stronger at Mahjong is also part of the content. And not just stronger, like, you know, like farther and taller and deeper, but also wider, just like understanding more parts of the game so I can like have more insightful commentary and stuff. I feel like that's like maybe one of my strengths as a player and as a teacher, is that like I can come to consider and understand a lot of different possibilities. So like if someone like, even if someone like makes a mistake, I can kind of see like where they're coming from, or like where the logic is, you know. Then it helps me like be able to like, you know, meet them halfway. Shiro, hello. Of course, anyone can ask a question if you're you know, coming here, especially for a first time. If you're new to the game, of course, ask away. Doesn't bother me. I mean, if no one asks questions, then I just like go babble on, and then like, you know, like maybe some of the lurkers will like, you know, run away because they don't understand what's happening, because it's like I'm not like in the mind of like, oh yeah, there's like beginners, you know, in this stream. There's like people watching me for the first time, but it happens all the time, so it's not at all a problem. Tuso, I think. So there's this Kutsuki, but also this is also a Nakabukure here. It's not a good one. It's not a good one at all. Wait. Pawn. Then this is 7-pin weight. Reach. I just like, do I really want to play that defensive? You know, like pawn for Tenpai, just for Tenpai, just to stop this guy from getting the flush? I don't think so. But let's go for our own win. Anyway, yeah, I've been trying to improve my reviewing each of my games. The moral, some mistakes are obvious in retrospect, but some are still very confusing. Nice, better players can verify. Yeah. There is like also, you gotta be careful with confirmation bias when you're self-reviewing. Because you'll see, Ron, you'll see like Maka say, this move is bad. Just like, yes, I can see this move is bad. But, you know, Maka probably could have also told you that this move was good, or like this move was bad, or this move was good. And you know, if you don't really have the context for any of that, then you're likely to believe a lot that like Maka or anyone will tell you. Especially, you know, as you're starting out and stuff. So, gotta be careful with that. Like, like the situations where Maka will tell you that, like, you need something different might not always be, like, as simple as as you think. And even if it is like a simple concept, okay, well, can you replicate that? Can you replicate that? Can you find the situations that are similar enough to that situation where you are able to replicate that decision? And if you can't, then it's not helpful, right? I think that's the point I'm trying to make. It takes a lot of effort. It takes more effort than I think people realize to like get something out of like self-review, even with an AI that is stronger than you. But yeah, there are some like if you see a pattern though, that's when it starts to be more helpful. If you start to see a pattern of like if you start to see a pattern of like of Maka decisions like versus your own play, just like your own decisions, then that's more likely to be helpful. Because then you could like figure out yourself like what makes these situations so similar, and recognizing those situations in your own game. Anyway, Shiri, your question. If I discard a tile within someone's chi or palm, that tile, does it still count to Furiten for that tile? Yes, it does, yeah. So that also applies to your opponents. So, well, you don't want to like forget that like, oh yeah, someone pulled my 7-mon at some point, so like I have to remember like the 7-mon is 3010 for me. I guess I'll wait on the door indicator, it's fine. But also your opponents, like if someone calls Ricci, or not if they called Ricci, but if they called Pawn. No, actually, yeah, it still applies if they called Ricci. Because if they called Ricci, but someone else palmed their tiles, the tiles that they palmed or cheat or whatever from the guy who called Ricci still apply for Fruity 10. So if you don't have anything that's literally inside their discards, still look on the side to see if anyone called their tiles, and that'll be another option for you. If that makes sense. Anyway. We're in a good position now. Yeah. Looked like all the 1-pin, or almost all the 1-pin, were accounted for, so even if the 2-pin is like close to the Dora, it's the Dora indicator, it's not usually a good weight. Still felt good enough. Still felt better than the 4, which is not a Dora indicator, but it's next to the Dora and it's closer to the inside, so it's much more valuable than the 2-pin, even if the 2-pin is the Dora indicator. This is interesting. But yeah, another thing was that that's also the difference between like lower indicators versus higher indicators. Like which way do I want to go? I'll go the toy route, I guess. If I get a red 5, sure. Toy, but this also could be Honitsu, not flesh. But yeah, like if you notice, like if the Dora indicator is an 8, that means the 9 is the Dora. And so because the Dora indicator is the 8 is also 1 less. And so there's 1 less tile in the game that connects with your 9, and so using the 9 becomes harder. But the other way around, if the Dora indicator is a 2, the Dora is a 3. The 3 can connect with lots of different tiles, so you're actually not as bottlenecked if the Dora indicator is a lower number. So like the 1 to 9, like they're actually technically not equivalent. They have like very subtle differences like that. If if they're the Dora or Dora, whatever. Chi. And then... Did I even have to do that? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't even have to do that. Oh well. I'll take this. Not too bad. And I can get another... I think I prefer the 7-mon. So, I'll take it. Seven mon. A lot of 8s are accounted for. Some of the 9s. 6 is safe against this, but I don't think I can afford to worry too much. I'd be very surprised if he's waiting on an 8. Probably not. Probably this was just... He felt like this was a dangerous push, so held on to it until he had Tenpai. That's what I'm going to assume. So I'm going to assume that I have 2 safe tiles here. The 6 and the 8. And then the 4 is probably... Yeah, I think the 4 is also going to be a safe tile. 7 so... 7 so's next to the Dora. Sosu is pretty free. I'll let it go. Here's the 8 so. Okay. Tosato, hello. Welcome to the stream. Howdy. Yeah, I guess we'll do this. 6, 7. 6, 7 over here. Oh crap, I forgot, like... I, like, filled up my water, like, a lot. Like, this is a freaking, like, half-gallon of water I have in my hand. A half-gallon water bottle. And it was full today. That was a lot of water that I drank. But also, I did, like, I did a lot of exercise because, a bunch of, like, the office water bottle, like... You know, those, like, giant, like, 5-gallon things? Yeah, those came in. Wait. Oh, this is interesting. Could be Tanya still. But yeah, like, those big-ass, like, 5-gallon water bottles... came around, and there was like 7 outside my house. I had to put them in, and I have not exercised, bro. I have not like lifted anything. I've like barely even moved some days. This was so bad. So it was a real struggle. I had to like quit halfway through. I was wheezing, bro. Couldn't do it. And I had to drink so much water from all that. Sure, I'll take the Tanya. Two-sided weights. When I'm pretty far away from the toy. Gotta start from somewhere. Yeah, I gotta get back into shape somewhere. I think I like lost weight at some point when I like stopped going. I stopped like working out at school because like I also stopped going out to eat. And, like, going out in general. Oh, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck is this shit? Oh, this is extra bad. Oh, this is terrible. We're doing it. That's a Dora, and it's also next to another Dora. Like, what the fuck? That's awful. I mean, if he has like a red 5, it's possible to have a whole Dora sequence to 3, 4, 5 pin. They're all Dora. It's hilarious. It's so cursed. Anyway, thanks. Tanya Dora, 2900 plus a Ricci stick. Not too bad. Nice and loose. A little bit of danger. A little bit. but oh, turns out okay. Fast enough. Like chances are you can win before things get too dangerous. Push one tile, sure. If that one tile deals in, I mean, unlucky. Dora's never the winning tile. Yeah, yeah. Dora theory, baby. Dora theory. That's what they call it. Okay, I guess I don't need this Dora, actually. I think I'm probably going to go for another Honitsu. Or Chinitsu in this case. Full flush. I could pawn the 9, cut the 4. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Put some pressure on this guy who looks like he wants to cut some Manzu as well. It's like, if you're going to do that, you're going to run into me. 5 Mons pawn though, that's kind of sad. Looks like we're doing well though. In fact, if we're really lucky, this could be like Toy Toy and Chinitsu. All triples and full flush. We're not gonna con though. Oh god. Holy shit. Avert your eyes. Sorry for all the children watching this stream. What the heck is that? Does he also have a flush too? Well, let's see it, I guess. Let's turn on the dramatic music. Oh god. The Ponya was just a little bit too loud. Oh yeah, because I adjusted the volume before. Who is that? Who is that? Nick, thanks for those Prime sub. Appreciate it. Over on Twitch. Thank you so much. Ooh, yeah, that was not gonna pass. Do you have a dual playlist going on at the same time that switches when you reach E? I switch it manually via hotkey, but yeah. It's actually a triple playlist. I have one for like when I'm on the back foot and I need to come back and I play like dramatic final boss music. Door Theory sucks, actually. Yeah, ain't that the truth. Anyway, have a good night, Nick, if you're still around. Oh. Okay. I mean, I don't really need the 8 here, actually. Maybe I could have kept the 9. Cut the 8. Cut the 8 first. Aww. I think Tanya is probably the best way I can finish this hand, so if I have to chi a 5, I think I'll do it for sure. Still just do normal stuff. I'm not really afraid of this guy since I have most of the Dora. Oh. Yeah. Even if it looks a little bit weird. Like this having so much Dora, and when I'm this much in the lead also just like gives me a commanding position where I can afford to make playlists like this. How far from Saint? I'm like 1100 points away. 1100-ish. Yeah. Yeah, give or take 1,000, between 1,000 and 1,100. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that is a little bit more scary. 5, 6, 7. I'll still cut the 7. Wait, 2 mon just passed. Probably should have cut the 2 mon. Oops. I mean, I don't. This 2 is actually just superfluous, yeah. So okay, I'm a little bit afraid of the West, just a little bit. If that was like some stupid Honitsu with two Yakuhai. Could have the Red 5, could have Dora. Not that likely, but... How long until Celestial? It'll be a minute. Let's see... Okay. Just want to assess, like, the positioning here. This is a position where, like, this guy is my greatest ally. My Kamicha. Not just because he could give me tiles, but also, like, I can literally give him a Yaku. You know. So I'm gonna hold on to this West for a little while. And then maybe I can, like, give it to him when he needs it. Well, I'll get rid of the South quick, though. Because... Hey, Kenshi. Good morning, Miguel. Ohio. Really don't want to give anything to my Shimacha, though. Kind of in a pickle here. Okay, I'll save the West till last. What areas do you find yourself still needing to improve in when you're at such a high level looking to climb higher? My push fold is still... Could still use polishing. It's not like quite like Celestial level or anything like that. So like there's just like a lot of situations where, you know, push fold is still... Push fold / Mawashi is still relevant. Or I don't feel like as confident. But like, yeah, I mean, like in terms of like basic skills, quote unquote, like, you know, like kinds of skills rather. Like there's not like a whole lot of completely new stuff I have to know. Right? Okay, I'll cut it, man. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of completely new stuff I know. It's just a lot of polish. Oh. Do you find much value in Maka at my level? Oh, nice. First place. Wasn't even paying attention to how much that was. Very nice, very nice. All right, high five. See ya in Throne Room, man. Yeah. That was beautiful. What a beautiful game. But yeah, Maka is still... I mean, if I'm... You know, it's just... Maka is just like a second opinion in case, like, there is a situation that I feel like a little bit on the fence on. I'm not going to trust it as much because, like, I feel like I'm better than Maka in at least a few areas. Not many, but... but, you know, Maka... Just to say that Maka isn't, like, completely useful for me. But also, it's, like, a decent reference for, you know, like, if you have, like, multiple AI to review your game. Like, if you don't believe one, then maybe, you know, you could believe another. But Mortal is generally smarter than Maka. So, like, are you really gonna believe Maka when Maka disagrees with Mortal? I remember, like, I in one of my reviews, I actually saw that Maka did not appreciate me, like, doing, like, a immediate, like, Richi on, like, an Ipeko, like a 7-mon Ipeko with, like, no upgrades. Just like, oh, yeah, you should Dama this. You read sheet? Oh, yeah, C+. I'm like, all right, dude. And then I looked at the game with Mortal, and Mortal is just like, yeah, we reach this. Yeah. What do you do? Yeah. I mean, he wasn't like, what are you doing? He's Mortal actually rated like 50-50. I thought it was just really funny. I just thought it was really funny, the discrepancy there. Yeah, screenshots where Maka doesn't still want to guarantee first, yeah. Maka could be a real baka sometimes. I guess I'll keep the 113, yeah. I could pull in the 1 still. This isn't nothing. Hey Flock, by the way. LOL. Anyone just joining us? Everstray. Yeah, use Moral. Use Moral if you can. Oh, come on. We gotta do it. Even though it's up against 2 different people. See Mahjong's AI more as a guideline, not as an answer key? Yeah. I think that's... I think even with other AI, even in like chess, and like chess AI is like pretty... It's pretty good. You know, it's pretty good in terms of skill. But it's not going to give you the best human moves. Like, the chess engine is going to give you the best chess engine moves. The moves that are the best, theoretically, when you can, like, calculate to, like, an absurd degree. Like, hundreds of moves. But, you know, you aren't like that. And, like, not grandmasters aren't like that either. So, like, blindly following, like, a chess engine isn't always the best either. Even when, like, it's definitely... If you just, like, followed a chess engine, like, as much as you could, that's definitely would be a lot more helpful than following, like, Maka or Mortal as much as you could in Mahjong. Well, I think it'd be, like, more doable anyway, is what I mean. It's more practical. What is this? I guess I'm so close to a flush, I might as well go for it. Just a fixed line for the optimal play. Sure. But you know, it's like for like chess, for like perfect information games, it's just about like how difficult is that quote unquote, you know, perfect play. If it's like so difficult that no one could ever find it, even if they're in their wildest dreams, then maybe it's just like, maybe we just shouldn't be talking about perfect play, you know? Maybe we just shouldn't be talking about something that we can't possibly prove exists. That's what I think anyway. The fuck is this shit? Okay. Shosangan is, I think, not in the cards. Oh. Yeah, Wulkan. Yeah, level 3 dragons, yeah. I mean, the greens was mostly dead. But, like, there was a possible I could get it. It's just like, why would I do that? When Tenpai is just cheat toy anyway. 7 pairs. But yeah, fuck cheat toy, man. I don't need your stupid cheat toy. And I'm not going to deal in here either. Even if it was like, you know, Dora Soba next to Dora. This was all so that I could free my hand up. Oh, fuck. It was also that I could free my hand up so I could pawn and still have the con. Which maybe in hindsight, I didn't actually need to do. I didn't actually think that through. If I'm calling the pawn, then I actually don't need the con. The con only helps if I reach you, so I might as well just hold on to it, yeah. Whoops. Yeah. These shapes are terrible. Look at these. Anyway, hang in there, Senmoru. Having not so great luck lately. We'll have our off days. And yeah, there's obviously lots of things that we could all do to get better. And a loss will be a reminder of that. But, you know, I mean, you could also just win. You could also just play, and the losses can't happen forever. So, you know, you could always come back to Mahjong feeling confident about that. You can only lose for so long. Went from 3-star debt back 1 twice now. Oof. Yeah, that's a tough one. What the hell do I do here? 9mon, I guess? No information really to glean from this, really. But such an early reachy. Now 5-pin has been cut. I could cut 8-pin now if I really want to. Do so safe. 9-so? Okay. Game always pulls me back on no matter how badly I keep losing. Yep. That's us too, man. That's us too. We're all with you. Let's all let's all keep gambling, quote unquote, together. Gambling our fake online points that have absolutely no recourse on us whatsoever, whether we lose or gain it. Hello, East, by the way. Welcome. How are you doing? I'm okay with this. Maybe. Yeah, if I get to 3, what is that? I guess. Diamond pair, Ardiamen, and a Nobaton. But like, this is a Nobaton on the edge. I think that's just worse. I think I'll cut the 1-pin at that point. Sure, this is kind of the reason why I kept the 1124, just for something like this. Oh. Sakagiri, the 4. There's a chance I could get Tanya from here. Not guaranteed, though. Don't feel like I need to try and make that as guaranteed as possible. And 2-pin is good against the dealer. And 2-pin is just generally safer, sure. Oh, God. We're not gonna cut that. Keeping the 5-mon? Was that the move the entire time? So I can get this Dora? Was that it? If the 5 comes back around, we cheat it. And then I'm gonna write a note to myself in my head that if someone cheese Suchi to the Dora after discarding it, so the 5-mon is Suchi to the Dora, it's 3 away, I'm gonna keep in mind this scenario where person that calls the 5-mon when the 5-mon is in this discard might have an extra 8-mon in their hand. Might have an extra Dora. Suchi to the Dora call. 'Cause that is a strange scenario. Doesn't happen all the time, certainly. And that it's another place where I can make a read against someone. I read against someone like when they have Dora. I mean, that feels like really important, you know? It feels like really important to know when your opponents are likely to have Dora or not. It feels like a good one. You follow me? You picking up what I'm putting down? As the kids say. Oh wait, it can't be a 1-pin. There's like almost no way it's a 1-pin. Yeah. What am I doing? I mean, I saw it was sushi. I was just like, oh, but like, the Tonki though. But yeah, there's if it was a Tonki weight, that will cheap. If it was a Tonki weight, if it was a pair weight, it would be on the Dora 100% of the time. Like, why would it be on the 1-pin? Chi, yeah. You don't have to yell at me, LOL. I got you. It's fine. It's fine. I'm cheating what you are discarding, you could say. Shake my head, what are you... Oh shit, yeah, I gave him this tile. What was I doing? I gotta wake up here, I gotta lock in. It's getting toasty in my house. The winter is coming to a close. At some point, I don't know, maybe we'll have like one more storm or something. And I could finally, like, you know, run some spring themed stuff. Yeah. Winter is already over? I mean, not according to my calendar. Do I want to touch grass? No. I've already been conditioned by the long winter to not go outside, and I don't feel like breaking that condition now. Oh shit. Anyway, it's 8-pin, 9-pin here. I guess I'll cut you in. 8-pin, 9-pin. 8-pin will be safe. 9-pin behind the 8-pin, which is discarded very quickly. Honestly, the 9-pin could still deal in, though. Even less likely now. 3 8-pin gone. Feel better about doing that, then. Wait a minute. Hold on. My reading goggles on. 7-mon? You kept the 7-mon, but you cut the 4-pin. That's still, if it was like 4-4-5, you could still cut that. Yeah, you could still cut the 4. Or like 3-4-4, you could still cut the 4 to wait with an extra 7 just in case you draw it. Yeah, that's fine. And also if you're afraid that you might give someone a Dora pawn. Alright, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 so, yeah. I think I would have pushed the 2 so. I don't know if I would have recheated, but I am behind. I am behind by a decent amount. Just a little bit, actually. And hey, Grog Wisdom, anyone else just joining us? February has always been winter to me. Yeah. I mean, it is. It's just like the end of winter. Probably the worst of it has already happened. Crossing my fingers, knock on wood. Alright, yeah. If I'm gonna have have this shape. This shape is going to be really difficult to use if I don't go for a flush, so... I was willing to cut the west and red, though. In case it could be, like, a normal hand plus maybe full flush. A half flush isn't that sexy to me right now. Hold on. Discard an order of danger. Most danger to least dangerous. 3 pins the most. 8 pins the least. Jig is up anyway. I'm going for a Sozu flush. In case anyone, you know, wasn't sure. It's Sozu. Bamboo. Yeah. So... I could still use the west or red. Not gonna be that happy about it. I would much rather connect with an extra 7 here or something. Is there a way I can... Like, if I cheat this... Yeah. Wait, I probably should have still kept it, right? I probably should have still cheated, right? Actually, not sure. Yeah, probably. And then I could, like, I don't know. This one I'm gonna do though. Because this one my blocks are very clear. I just need a 6 now. There it is. See? It's a Mangan. Full flush. Half flush is whatever. It's only, with only 1 Yakuhai, it's 2 Han from the half flush, 1 Han from the wind. From the seed wind. Whatever, dude. Whatever. 3 Han, yeah, that's okay. 5 Han, though. That's some shit. I can't cheat the red 5, unfortunately. I mean, a little bit crazy to cut the red 5? Well, Sumo. If you draw the 3S here, you just send it right back? Yeah, probably. 9-so still looks pretty good in that situation. 2-so also looks pretty good. Waiting on 4-so essentially is just not that good. And, like, there might have been, like, 1-so left. I still think waiting on 9-so, 2-so is better. And then, you know, if the 1-so comes, then I can just con. I don't need to use it in my hand. Let's do this. Very thirsty tree, welcome, welcome. One Piece is real. Yeah, speaking of, you know, I'm gonna watch the, like, season 2 of the Netflix live action of One Piece. It's, like, really funny to say out loud, but it's actually, like, it's actually pretty good. Last time I watched it, like, way back when. It's just been so long, it feels like. It's like, I have to, like, oh yeah, like, remind myself it exists. I guess I'll do this. Not a fan of Chi Toy when I have, like, such good shapes. Got my weakest one. Actually... Okay, now... Yeah. Maybe it was fine to keep the... Oh, I think either one is fine, actually. I don't think there's a huge difference. Even if, like, in this situation I have 6, 6, 7, it's not that helpful. I might just suck at that anyway. Look at the east again. Hope I don't deal into some bullshit. Might be Suji time. Suji or south? Look at the south. I'll cut the south. Maybe there's some way I can use the 7. is somehow back in Ryansha on 10, 2 away from Tenpai. 2-pin is also... Okay, well, 4-6 is completely safe. We'll cut that. Yeah, toy's the way. Chi toy, smelly. Cheese toy. Alright. I might actually need G-Toy unironically though to like actually finish this hand. 2-pin's gonna come out. 9-mon's still unsafe. 7's is still Suji, but 7's still Suji. 5-pin is safe to the dealer, not safe to Toyman. Can't imagine Toyman has like a very valuable hand unless they lucked out with a bunch of Dora. I mean, which can't happen. But there's other reasons why you'd want to push, just when you're in first that much. Alright, we gotta fight for the second. And then maybe we can think about first later. I need to readjust my seat here. I'm a little bit farther out than I would have liked. Ah! Ow. Anyway. But yeah, Takapire, you asked before, how good are you reading at reading Chinitsu weights, full flush weights? I'm like, okay. I don't think I'm like good at it, but I also don't think I'm like awful. Certainly that's a place I could use like more practice too. Just like doesn't come up that often. If I was especially if I was like if I was like practicing for a live tournament or something. Because even on Tenho, even with like hints off, like the game will still give you the option to roam, no matter what. Like if your towel comes out, the game will tell you that you can roam. Monica, what's up? What's up? Thanks for the raid. Welcome, Monica viewers. How are you doing? Feed enjoyers, I assume. Welcome, welcome. Mahjong is pretty cool too, guys. You know, if you haven't tried it out. Anyway, hey Monica, what are you doing? What are you playing? Let's see, cause this is frickin' I need to like do this shout out thing, right? How do I do shout out again? Thanks, Valderic. The one Twitch mod. Can always count on you. It's playing Cult of the Lamb. Okay, yeah. Hooves. Yeah. I've never played I don't really play roguelikes, yeah. So it's just not my thing. Even the Mahjong roguelikes I don't really play. There was no feat? Are you serious? Chad, is this true? Oh. Guess I'll do two so. Trust, sure, yeah. Sure. Anyway, well, right now we won our last game, so our second streak is still going. Just need one more to have like a beautiful 10 in a row. I already got the achievements and I got the winning streak, but yeah, Saint Rank, you know, could come around the corner. You know, a few weeks maybe. But yeah, you go enjoy yourself, Monica, whatever you're eating. What is this? It's shit is what it is. 234? 234 Sanchoku? Maybe, you know, copium? You know? It's, yeah, you just gotta look out for these things, even though 99% of the time it's not gonna happen. Because that, you know, that 1% it does, you have to, you know, if you're not prepared for it, you're gonna be sorry. Electron Fever, thank you for following the channel, appreciate it. Yeah. I'm also streaming on YouTube for anyone who prefers the YouTube platform. Do make videos and stuff sometimes on there. At rocks_r. Sure. Sure. Well, if I get a triplet, it could be interesting. Two so's are mostly out here. Twice out, it's not a great weight. Might prefer going all the way. Who knows? This might be it. If I get 3-so, I'll reach you with Formon. If I get Furiten, I guess I'll Dama? What the fuck? Miss Suanko, Lamau. No, I probably would have just taken... I'd have to, like, probably cut a Dora if I go for a Yakuman. Okay, that's a better Kutsuki tile. This is better sticky tile. Wait, this shape is actually really weird. I mean, it's... Normally this would be... Oh shit, hold on. Need more time to think. What? Oh, okay. Normally that's like 4, 5, 2. Alright, is there anything else I'm missing? And 3. Yeah, 4, 5, 2, and 3. But that's if I have no pair. Since I already have a pair, maybe that's actually not that great. Whatever. Alright, maybe I wasn't paying as close attention as I needed to, but... And whatever, I'm in my dealer's seat. One strong hand. One very strong hand away from taking back the second place, and then maybe I can think about first. Sanshoku. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, Sanshoku. In fact, maybe if I cut the 7. Efficiency wise, I cut the 1, 2. I don't think I like this. I'm gonna keep it as is, actually. But maybe 2S. 2S is fine. But, you know, I'm just, like, thinking about the propositions here. Like, maybe I'm just gonna commit to this. But really, I'm keeping on to the 7 so I can get rid of the 4, 5. And then confirm Sanshoku. Alright, I guess I'll get rid of the 7 now. 7S, what did you do? Oh, I'm assuming that's when I chose 7S, yeah. 2S, 2P, I mean, I want to keep the Sanchoku possibilities alive, so I was just thinking of the Sanchoku. Is that right? You know, probably just keeping one of them is the best. Just cut the two. Cut one of the twos. I'm not going to use both of them, yeah. So that would just increase my acceptance on the 6. Probably this 2. This 2. But I'll cut this 2, keep the 5. If that was the play. Oof! So bad at Mahjong. Can I get a... Can I get a... Can I get a... Sanchoku? Can I get a hand? Can I get a 3, 3, 3 anywhere? Heita and Hote as well. Didn't see you drop by. Hello, hello. Okay, well. Beggars can't be choosers now. I think, yeah, I really messed up the sand, though. Didn't go the way I wanted. Certainly. Be forced to fight this. Folding is not an option here. I'm gonna lose too much from exhausted draw. Folding is not an option unless there's like just really no other option. Then sure. The 5-on is really... Oh man, this sucks. This sucks so bad. Look at the 2, I guess. Hey, avoided it. 2 4-pins in a row. Who shuffled these tiles, man? Who's making these walls? That can't be happening. There's no way. There's no way. You know how statistically unlikely... Me not understanding statistics. Trying to use statistics as logical backing for me losing. Did you play those Trails in the Sky remakes? No, I actually was thinking about it. I just like, yeah, I haven't gotten around to it. I'm just like never in an RPG mood, you know? Like there's a billion RPGs I would actually want to play if I like got back into them. Like a Xenoblade as well. Like I'm the biggest Xenoblade fan that has never played a Xenoblade game. Except Xenoblade Chronicles X, which just doesn't really count. Fuck this 9. Yeah. So I'm not really sure. But yeah. I mean, like, if I had the chance to play the... You know, if I had a good time... I mean, I even bought Pokemon. I bought, like, Pokemon Legends ZA, and I, like, barely played it. I'm just, like, barely playing all these games. So I don't know if it's worth getting again. Well, the thing is, for me, I didn't finish the first chapter. Like, I couldn't finish it. So it's actually... The remake is perfect for me. It was, like, specifically made for me. Yeah, I just got too burned out, like, talking with all the townsfolk and, like, getting all the juicy gossip. Like, I was listening to everyone. I couldn't miss out on all the dialogue. Every time something happened in the story, I'd go back and check on every NPC. It's just like, so, how you kids doing? Like, it was bad, bro. I guess I'll pawn this. I guess this is fine. Localizing the game was such a nightmare. Yeah, I bet. I bet, you know, hats off to those legends out there. Doing the good work. You know, maybe I should have held out on the call there. It's like, this isn't gonna change that much. I still need a pretty valuable hand. It does mean I can get a 3-Han hand, though, a 3-Han sumo. So it does that much. We'll see. We'll see. But I would have rather, like, still push for the Mongun. Alright, well, at the very least, this hand is decent enough that I could call. On. Yeah, fear me in my iron call, baby. Gonna get this sumo. It's gonna be 3,900 roll, it's not gonna be enough Vu. So, direct hit or sumo for third place. Yeah, I remember it being a big deal, the Trails in the Sky localization. I remember seeing some stuff on it, and like that kind of made me want to check it out, actually. So, yeah. That was the reason why I know about the Trails series in the first place, essentially. Alright, there is a chance I could get the Red 5. If the Red 5 would change this game. Like, from the ground up. What? What is this? Okay, I guess that one is better, because this is 4-7 pin. The other one was 3-6 pin. I'm like, I'm already waiting on a 3, so you don't actually need it. If I get the 3 here, though, then that changes the weight to 1-4-7 pin, which is not even that much better. It's waiting on the 1 pin, which is a Dora. You know what? Yeah, waiting on the Dora is legit. Waiting on the Dora? Yeah, we fight for those. The 4 and 7 pin are loose coming out of people's hands, so like it's possible I could get it too. So yeah, that's the plan. 1-4-7 pin. We just need this 3. We need to draw it specifically. If we don't draw it, we're just gonna get 4-7 pin or 1-4 so. In which case, probably 1-4 so. Have to imagine. Oh, okay. Direct hit or sumo. Unless we get another Han. So red 5 here. That'll do it. Or another Dora, I guess. Another Dora, 1-4 pin weight. Sure. I'll do it. It's not that much worse than 3 pin. Oh, the con would actually be so close. Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you for this gift. Ah! 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 Who is that? Who is that? Who said that? Who said that? Very thirsty tree? Oh my god. Amazing timing. Amazing stream blessing. Oh my god. Holy shit. That was so fucking good. Second place. I did. Wow, what a way to get second place. I didn't even consider that possibility. Jeez. Holy shit. This is why we play Mahjong, folks. This is why we do it. Okay, actually, yeah, my Mahjong voter, like, is like I'm going through like a phase of like, you know, upgrading through like different versions and stuff. I don't actually remember the last save version, so we're not gonna do Guess the Cut actually today either. So sorry about that for Guess the Cut fans. Next time though, next time. Next time, yeah. Oh, let's go through some growing pains. But like, I mean, the con was helpful no matter what. I didn't even need the Dora or like any Rinshan Kaio or something. I didn't need that. Didn't need to happen. I mean, it was nice though. It was a really nice win on really nice second place. And look at this fucking graph, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, baby. We're fucking doing it out here. Oh my god, the gains are so real. And watch me get a fourth and like just all that disappears. Nah. But yeah, the con was important because it increased my foo as well. So because it would increase my foo, that would give me like just enough points where I can also win off of Kamicha, the left person, if they deal in. It would be just enough points for me to get ahead of them. Home. Yeah, really shitty hand, but you know, I'm the dealer, so I'll just do it. That's a beautiful graph. I know, right? Huh. Yeah, you've heard of perfect Ishanten. Perfect one away. How about perfect Yanshanten? Perfect two away, huh? Gee. Good timing with the ads. The ads are only like at the beginning of the game. Oh man. Alright, I highly doubt it's the 4-pin though. If you're gonna cut a 5-pin this early. Actually, I wasn't sure like how many. Knowing whether these Onitals were Tadashi or Tsumugiri is actually pretty important. Whatever. Okay. Nothing crazy. Yeah, we're just gonna cut the 4-pin. If we get into Tenpai, yep. 3-6-pin. 3-6-pin is also came out. It's Genbutsu, so come out again from any player. Genbutsu, completely safe tiles. Right there. 3G. Right? Hoping for a good first. Yeah, me too, man. Long overdue. Long overdue. Yeah. Don't look at my graph. I mean, like in the, you know, over a longer period of time. You know, my ascendance to sainthood is long overdue. Aside for Alex and SF6, I'm excited to from like a kind of game design point of view, not really from like a player point of view. I don't really play Street Fighter 6. Occasionally, like I might play it like if a friend of mine really wants to play it. Yeah, I don't really have a ton of interest in Alex, like playing as him. I used to play against people that played against Alex. I remember like I met like some guy like out in the wild just randomly just that played fighting games, and he was like a big Third Strike guy actually, and he played Alex. And you know, he had a funny reason that I totally sympathize with, where like he plays grapplers. He loves playing grapplers. He plays like Potemkin and in Guilty Gear. But he can't do a 360. So he only plays grapplers that have like a half circle motion for command grabs. And Alex was one of them. Yeah, you can't play Hugo. And like I don't play like grapplers, but yeah, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing 360s. It's probably like pretty easy on the on levelless though. It's probably if I tried it, I would imagine it's probably easier. Just like roll your fingers, right? Henshan. It's gonna be the weakest. I can cut the one, so this one has the most upgrade potential. 360 isn't bad? I don't know. I mean, he was like, he played on pad. So, I mean, pad 360s, it depends on like the quality of your pad, right? But if you have a good pad, then yeah, it's like hella easy. I don't know. But yeah, like Alex, you know, if I really like, you know, Street Fighter has been out for so many years. These characters have been in the, you know, cultural zeitgeist for so long. There's been so many, you know, you've seen, you know, Ryu throw a Hadouken, and you know, and Guile throw a Sonic Boom, like hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of times. It's cool to see like these characters like, you know, get reimagined. Like especially when like they haven't been like that for a long time. I'm not gonna do here. Nine mon. I don't think I want to do. One pin. Shit. Okay, whatever. I guess we're doing two. So. Thing is, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the south either, because like I still have to worry about the flush over here, but maybe the south isn't that bad. South might deal into like a Baka Hone or something. Technically, it's only 720. That doesn't make it any better. Like if you can't do it, or 270. Sorry, 270. If you can't do a 270, then, you know, yeah. Like, you know, it wasn't like that. Okay, I'll do 9 so. The guy was a real fighting game guy. He was a real fighting game guy. He wasn't, like, he wasn't some guy that wouldn't know that. Are you talking about the new SF movie? No, I was talking about Street Fighter 6. I was talking about, like, you know, the game, the character design, and like the gameplay design of, you know, I've seen these like old favorites and stuff being like a lot different, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Even though in the context of Street Fighter 6, like you know, I think people are you know, complaining nowadays that it's just like, you know, it's the same thing over and over again. You know, Drive Rush, they turn green. And they do their combo, and they do a mix-up into another green Drive Rush, and then game over. And it's like, well, yeah, fair enough. It does sound like the game. I don't know, I play other games, so like I deal with other similar shit, and you know, sometimes playing like Grand Blue, you know, you do get tired of like, oh yeah, it's 6XL over, you know, dash attack again. We gotta do the dash attack again. Oh, who the fuck? Oh. Oh wow, I actually got it. 3 Dora Pinfu. This is so early that I could Riichi this and get a Hanuman. So that's what we're gonna do. This guy might be going for Sozu anyway. Might not be that likely he'll cut Sozu, so I'll just challenge him to a Sumo. Riichi, Pinfu, Sumo, and 3 red 5s. Uh-oh. Oh, Oh. Oh, what is that? Is that New Year's emote? That's really cute. I'm gonna crawl in the back, pretending that I'm scared, pretending my hand is just really bad or something. In reality, you're the one who should be afraid. 3,000, 6,000 becomes 3,100, 6,100. Unless I get 2 Ura. If I get 2 Ura, then it's a Paimon. Nope. Anamon it is. Very nice. Good Riichi, good Riichi. Yeah. Early Riichis are all really nice. If it was later in the hand, maybe I would consider Dama. What is this? Not enough shapes for me to cut the door or anything. Yeah. Nice stick collection. Yeah. Luck has been good lately. Hands have been really smooth. Getting all the tiles. Feels good, man. Feels good to be alive. Alive and well. Oh, yeah. Anyway. I could just go back to the other fighting game song. Yeah, actually recently I was just like watching Smash again. I was watching Melee specifically. Smash Ultimate is kind of like a snooze fest to me at this point. All the good characters in Smash Ultimate are like so lame to me. Sorry for anyone who likes that game. Yeah, let's try to wait. I didn't need to do that, did I? I could have just cut Formon, yeah. Because this is 2 blocks and this is 2 blocks. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. But I could also get a pair here. Are you getting lucky or playing better? It's both. I do think I am playing better. In general. Maybe not like right now. Maybe not exactly right now. I don't know how much I'm demonstrating that right now. But lately I feel like I've been playing better. But yeah, guys, have you heard like Luigi's back and Super Smash Bros. Melee? There's like a guy playing Luigi again. He's like super fucking good and he's like dunks on the #1 player who plays Marth and he, you know, #1 player man doesn't know actually how to play against Luigi at all, which is really, really funny. This pawn is really nice, actually, because, I mean, even if I cut the Dora, unlikely I'm going to use it anyway. I need to get the 8. And the pair weight here is so strong. I'm waiting on so many different tiles for a pair. 5, 5, 8, 6, 9, 4, 7, and 5, 8 so. 4, 7 so, 5, 8 so. So, that's, you know, if, assuming none of them are out, that's what? 6 tiles per set, 4 sets, 24. 24 minus, now it's minus 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this senpai. Nice. But yeah, you know, Super Smash Bros. Melee is such an old game. It's cool to see, like, you know, people still push that game further and further, and see, like, you know, different characters and different strategies, like, you know, come to the forefront. Like a lot of older fighting games still have that, just not to the same degree. Don't really have to push this at all. I could just let them win. And if they have like a red 5 or something, then I could avoid dealing with the 6. And nice of them to give me an even more of an excuse to just fold this. That said, I have to be very careful about what I fold with. Maybe 5, so... Definitely not that one. Alright, we'll do 5, so... Yeah, I knew the 5 so would be, like, more dangerous against... Toymen. Across from me, but... That's better than dealing into the dealer. Anyway, did manage to win with a double Richi at least once. The only time I got someone managed to roll first. I've won with the number of double Richis, yeah. I mean, it's rare. It's yeah, but it happens, and if it does happen, I mean, it's like in comparison to any other kind of Ricci that you could make, a double Ricci is more likely to win because it's on the first turn, so you have the entire game to draw your tile, or for someone to randomly deal in. And, you know, obviously there's a chance that, you know, someone could win before you, but there's always that chance, and they're never going to get into Tenpai before you unless they also double Richi. And, you know, if they're going to win before you, they have to, like, win, like, the turn after you call Richi. That's never going to happen unless it's a Chiho. Blessing of Earth, you know. So, you know, statistically, double Richis are stronger than regular Richis in terms of win rate. But yeah, they do... It does suck when you're not able to, like, you know, get your tiles and, like, a whole bunch of save tiles get revealed and just, like, people have a lot more space to push against you. That does suck. Really don't want to mess with anyone. Don't want to mess with last place especially. Ipatsumo, but on Pinfu, so it's 1300, 2600. Not quite a Mangan. That's fine. I'm essentially only losing 1300 relative to everyone else. Yeah, so like, you know, Chitoi is like a Yaku that, like, I clown on a lot, and, like, other people clown on, specifically because it has the weakness of even if you get into Tenpai, it's difficult to win. Like, it's difficult to get into Tenpai with it, and it's difficult to win because you're only waiting on one tile. So, you know, you have to, like, kind of... should have been one pin there. But you have to, like, you know, play it creatively, and sometimes just, like, you know, just concede that you're not gonna win, you know, a lot of the time with the Chitoi, the 7 pairs hand. Compare that to, like, Honroto. Honroto is, like, much rarer than Chitoi. It's much rarer to get Honroto, all terminals and honors, but if you get, like, a Honroto Toy, it's so nice. It's so good. Like, the Tenpai for Honroto, you're always waiting on honor tiles or terminal tiles. Like, unless they're all discarded, like, they could come out, you know? Like, there's always that chance. So, like, Honroto, is, like, it's a really rare Yaku, but, like, when you get it, it's, like, it's so nice, and it can win. Like, it can very easily just win. Should I be, like, afraid here? I don't want to deal in. Yeah, let's just play it cool. Let's just play it cool. It's fine. Like, double non and then Honitsu half flush. I mean, they're probably, like, in Tenpai or something. We're very close to it. 6-8 mon, both these could be a wait. Let's respect it. I don't have like a strong enough read on it to like non-respect it. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. I was either that or the greens. Oof, that hurts. Chito Honitsu for me? 7 pairs half flush? Nah. I wasn't planning on winning that. Like, my hands were tied. I didn't realize they were going for a Honitsu quick enough and didn't cut my 6-8 while I had the chance. It's got the West early. So I can like utilize maybe a better block somewhere. Have 4 pairs, which isn't bad, but one of them is 3 mon. I'd love a bit different shape. That's what we get. So I can get the 3 mon now. Pawn is okay. I can wait. I can wait. If the last one pin comes out, then I'll pawn. Oh, I don't even have to. I could also get a round and wait over here. This is maybe even good enough to Ricci. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Probably better to keep the 9-so, actually, than the 1 pin. 9-so is safe to one person that could call Ricci. Not gonna cheat, though. Sure, I'll cut the 1 pin. For another potential banger weight, if I get the 4 pin or something. 2 pins, not it. Pawn, and then perfect Ishanten from there. Then we just have to fight. Chi. It's still fine. My weights are so good. Alright, now we cut the 2. Actually, I still could have kept it just in case I drew the Dora. True. G. Didn't matter. 369. This one or this one. Feels good, feels good. Yeah, happy Chinese New Year. Happy Lunar New Year. We'll all celebrate. My family just doesn't celebrate, though, so I just kind of forgot to mention it. Yeah. Like I didn't like have the happy Chinese Lunar New Year on like Blue Sky and Twitter or Discord. By the way, in other news, well, I have like Korean parents, but they're not that Korean. They're like, they celebrate Thanksgiving. So like, yeah, they're pretty American. Yeah. Of course, like, you know, we in the Korean American community, we like to joke that like people like my parents, they might as well just be white. They're white people that eat with chopsticks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, anyone like recently like been scared about Discord and age verification, and like you know, are just like dreading the day, the calendar day, like whenever that comes around, but doesn't know when the age verification is actually going to come around? If this could backfire on me, like, really hard. Do I even need to do this? Can I just accept second? Probably. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Because, like, come on, it's the North. The North will definitely come, right? It's the North. The North will come. I'm clown of faith. But yeah, this is actually a pretty awkward situation for everyone else too, because no one actually wants to deal in Roland. So maybe the Richu was better than I thought. Interesting. Family play Mahjong? No, it's not really a Korean tradition. My uncle back in Korea told me that the people who play Mahjong in Korea are mostly Japanese and Chinese immigrants. Yeah, another first. It's almost like it was destined to be. Almost like I'm actually just a sage freak. Yes. And I've just been unlucky this entire time. All you doubters out there. Anyway, but yeah, well, I was looking through Discord, and on one of the servers, like, I saw like this message that was very scary, just like unable to load image, just like you must like put on verification for your age. And I'm like, oh no, it's happening! It's finally happening! The Discord apocalypse! No, the Great Exodus must begin! It's over! And I'm like, yeah, just like, oh, this can't be happening. And surely there's a way. And then I clicked learn more. And it was Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. And I couldn't believe it. I actually couldn't believe it. For like a solid minute, I was just in disbelief. Just like that, it looks so legit. It looks like like such a legit like system message. I'm like, no, this can't be true. This can't be a lie. This can't be a joke. I clicked on that link 3 times because I was in such disbelief. I was just like, what if I click on it more times? Like, surely that was just a mistake. I had fucking 3 tabs of Rickrolls on my browser. Oh my god. But yeah, the age verification is not happening right now, at least. Maybe in a couple more weeks. Yeah. Absolutely. There's a special place in hell for that guy. Whoever did that, whoever spread that around. Like, they are going to get their due justice upon them. Swear to God. If it gets really bad with Discord, then another platform will show up and steal its lunch. Yep. Doesn't have to be today. Doesn't have to be tomorrow. But at some point, someone has to realize the market. The hole in the market that's being left by Discord. Like, I really don't want to say goodbye to Discord. It has a lot of memories. It's got a lot of good stuff I still have on it. Like, it'll be a lot harder to be like, oh yeah, remember that thing, that image I sent you a long time ago? Hold on, let me just like dig back through like 4 fucking years ago, to like to that message. Like, I unironically use Discord to like remind myself like when I started playing Mahjong, because when I started playing Mahjong, I messaged my friends just like, oh yeah, I'm checking out Mahjong. This game is like kind of cool actually. So that's gonna be sad. That's gonna be sad to let go. Not to mention the community we have here. Yeah, join the Discord bot, by the way. Link in the chat. Anyone just hasn't joined yet. How you get got by the same link 3 times? I don't want to talk about it, man. I don't want to talk about it. I'm a fool. Just gonna keep playing the song. Twitter was like that for me before. Now the search function sucks. Finding a tweet from 5 years ago, good luck. Yeah. Yeah. It's really bad for Twitter. I mean, X. Sorry, Twitter is dead. Twitter no longer exists. It's dead. It's never coming back. You'll never see Twitter ever again. Just gotta let it go. Yeah. 8, 9, well... I'm keeping this 5, by the way, because... I don't know, I would really appreciate just, like, another block that just isn't complete dog shit. Because that's kind of, like, what all my other groups are like. This is only waiting on one tile of the 5. This is waiting on the 7. Only have this waiting on 3 and 6. That's nice. Wonder how long that's gonna last. Anyway, I like how I said, I was like, you know, thinking about like the reads and stuff and just like working on my reads. And I haven't really demonstrated that at all because I just haven't been paying enough attention. Reading is hard on stream, you know. I just like, you have to lock in. Like, you know, see me in tournament or see me like off stream. Like, I'll do it. I know how to do it. I do try. I do use a lot of my brain power for reads. Maybe too much. I end up tiring myself out. Uh-oh. Well. Tupin. Tupin. Okay. I was like, I'm like actually kind of, my eyes are glazing over to the 334455. I'm like, why is that 44445 or whatever? Why are there so many fours? Need another drink. Oh, sorry. Ugh. Need more like electrolytes or something. I had a really salty dinner. I'm sure I'm fine. Like, I don't know, magnesium or potassium. Like I was just mentioning to my friend who is like I don't know, the topic of like Jollibee like came up at some point for some reason. I don't remember why. But I'm like, yeah, they use like banana ketchup or something. Like they put bananas in their ketchup. And he's just like, huh? I never heard of that before. But I don't know. The Filipinos in the chat could like confirm or deny that like banana is in their ketchup. Because that's what I heard. I heard it's like a Filipino thing to do. But you know, it's like, yeah, well, we don't have that in America. But like, honestly, I kind of fuck with the idea because like you put bananas in anything. I think like that's probably a good idea. Because the problem with bananas is that like to like have all the nutrients of a banana, which is like, you know, crazy because like it has like potassium in it for some reason, huh? Why does this thing have potassium? It's like insane. But yeah, it has like potassium in it, so I don't know. I feel like I could use some of that potassium, but the problem is I have to eat a banana. And I fucking hate bananas. I fucking hate eating a banana. But you put a banana in a smoothie, and it's like, what? It's fine, because like it's just like the texture, the mushy texture, and like the stringy, like the fibers. Also, it's just like a mushy, soggy celery. This is how I describe a banana. It's like it's gross. Yeah. So I don't know how any of you guys can like handle bananas. I just cannot. This stream was brought to you by Big Nutrient Paste. Yeah. So I'm a fan. I'm a fan of like the construction of banana products. What the fuck? Holy shit, that's a lot of Dora. Well, I was not dealing into any of that. I had absolutely nothing. I was just full folding. Yeah. Not liking bananas? Yeah. I mean, it took like when I was like a teenager, I just like kept forgetting why I hated bananas. Cause like I feel like I should like bananas. I like banana based food. I like banana bread. I like banana smoothies. And then I just like can't eat a banana. It's just like every time I try, it's just like, oh, okay, let's never do that again. And then like 2 years later, I'm like, like we have bananas and they're like, no one's eating them. I should probably eat them. It's like, why did I hate bananas again? And then I take a bite and I'm like, oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, every time. That happened like, yeah, more than once. Where I had to remind myself why I hated bananas. And of course it has like potassium in it. Of course it's like actually like super fucking healthy. Just like you couldn't have saved the potassium for like the apple, you know? Why don't apples have like a shit ton of potassium, huh? It's not fair. It's just not fair. Life isn't fair. This is like a cruel god over here, putting all the good shit in a banana. Yeah, I guess I'll keep the 5. If the mushiness is what you don't like, then you might want to try plantain. I've never eaten a plantain raw. Can you do that? Are plantains edible raw? Because I've never seen them eaten raw. Because like all the like all like the Caribbean people, just like the Jamaicans, like they fry them with like garlic and stuff. So like that's what I eat. Like I eat the like the fried plantains. Like if I have the chance. You air fry them to keep it healthy. Oh, okay. I see. But yeah, plantains are fine. I mean, I like the fried plantains or the cooked plantains. I have no problem with those actually. I think they're great. Also, the plantain chips. Also, like just sliced really thin and put in a bag. Like those are pretty good. The plantains also have a ton of potassium. Maybe I could like take back what I said against God if plantains do have a lot of potassium. Yeah, you could tell I used to work in New York, right? Maybe you don't like bananas because the modern banana is an abominable invention of human science. Isn't that every fruit, though? Isn't that just every fruit? Like, I don't have a problem with the apple. Apples are fine. I'm gonna palm this just so I have a way to use this extra Dora. I mean, some apples, like the red delicious apples, like, yeah, I mean, there's some apples that are just bad. But, not every apple is like that. I don't know, or like oranges, they're okay. Although I guess I do like the Asian versions of all these fruits better. I do like the Asian pear and the Fuji apple and like all this stuff. We're gonna cheat this. This is Foodie 10, by the way, but it's intentional. Don't worry about it. Yeah, cheat it this way. It's fine. And then if we pawn, we can change back into 3/6 mon weight for non-Foodie 10 weight. That was also waiting on Dora. Oh, Sumo. See? Fruity 10? Fruity 10 is a state of mind, guys. Fruity 10, you could still win with Fruity 10. You just gotta believe. Clearly, you don't believe enough if you don't win enough Fruity 10. Fruity 10 hands. Whatever, I will get my nutrients in the coolest way. Pills. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm not that far off from that. I like, a lot of food to me is like function over form. But you know, sometimes the taste buds and the stomach crave stuff, and I gotta follow your heart. Okay, this is weighing on a 6-pin, by the way. It's like a... Oh, what? That also weights on 2-pin, right? I think that's actually fine. Oof. I'm gonna cut the door. I drew the perfect tile. I didn't believe in it. I had this extra 5-pin in my hand. It's a good ski this time. I don't think there's any great way I can use this 6 though. Maybe I should have just kept the 1. If I get an extra 3, like, that's 4-7, that's Fruity 10, and it's a really shitty Fruity 10. That's not even a good Fruity 10. Sorry, probably just better to cut 5. Cut the 5. What? What the fuck is this? Wait, how does this even work? I really want to know how it works. Oh, this is oh, okay, I see it now. This is an Intotsu. It doesn't show that you're waiting on a 5. But yeah, the 3-6 mon, obviously, that way was better. I just like hesitated a little bit too much. Oh well. I mean, waiting on 2 here is also still fine. And maybe it'll be like tricky, I don't know. If that ends up being like a Kabe, a 5 mon. Oh, Sumo. I could just draw it. Never punished. Alright. We could like go back to some nice chill music here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Alright, how are we looking here? Another first place? Dude, this might be like a legendary streak we're doing here. If we continue this. Like, the flow has just been insane on our side. Yeah. It's been pretty epic over here. Pretty epic lately on the Rockstar channel. This is I can consider this just 2 sequences, or cut the 3 or the 6 at any point, or just keep it to keep both. I think we'll do that. Cut the 1, 2. We could afford to build for better weights. and aim for a Yaku to finish this. Yeah, I feel like there's almost no, like, okay, so there's only waiting on the 3, but like I have so many other tiles I'm waiting on. If I step back in Shanten, of course, well, I have so many other tiles I'm waiting on, so I'm gonna like go for the most amount of tiles and, you know, step back in from Ishanta and go to, well, there's no way I'm gonna get the 3 and get the perfect hand. Just fucking great. The worst part is I really just still don't want to deal in here. So yeah, I didn't trust my flow. Why'd I do that? Oh man. It's not been great. Wasn't a great look. That's fine, it's fine, it's fine. What do I even do here? I think 9-slow actually? 9-slow might be the play. Tsuji to 1, and then also Sotogawa to the other. Outside the 8-slow. Hey, you know, I think like just I mean lately it's just been like, if I'm in a good position, why not just fold and accept like a second or whatever, instead of like potentially like fighting and then dealing in and then getting 3rd or even 4th. Like that's like the absolute worst case scenario. Or if I have 2nd, it's okay to like, you know, lightly keep 2nd or whatever. But, you know, if it doesn't happen, I'm okay with taking 3rd. I'm not the one who has to push in that situation. The person in 3rd currently is the one who has to push, not me. Shouldn't be doing their job for me, for them, I mean. Should be like, you know, just having them fight it out. And then I'll deal with the consequences. Okay. Sure. A cheat toy with bad cheat toy tiles. If I get a triplet though, then I can cut the 4, and then that's actually like Ipeko plus. So if yeah, well yeah, it's Ipeko, so I can like get another triplet into Tenpai. Pawn is actually really interesting, but I think as the person at first right now, I prefer not calling pawn. Like, I don't feel like I have to do that. I feel like I'm okay with just folding this even. We'll cut the 4 now. So rare, you know, honestly, the pawn though, I don't think it's terrible. I think it's actually pretty good. Like, this is one of the hands you'd actually want to call pawn with. It's just like it's also just the position doesn't really match up with like, I don't want to give up my defensive ability for that pawn, even if like I'd still be like mostly okay and have the 1-pin knight, so whatever, be like okay, but I don't have to do that. Anyway, 9600 on the Ron. We'll wait for a better tile before like maybe we reach E. I actually don't think we need to reach this at all. Okay, well that's 310. I noticed. I didn't even have to like scratch my hand. I could just my eyes were looking. I swear. Anyway, we should like I was about to say we should like spend our time to like actually like read people's hand. Like it's been a second, but don't have to do that. Just get lucky and win. Prey on other people's misfortune. That's how we do it. That's the secret to winning in Mahjong. That's the secret to to my youthful appearance. Sucking out the youth out of the young and naive. One so 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku's there. Really don't need this one so. But it could still be useful if I get the 2 right away and then cut the 8, 9. And then I have like multiple ways to get a pair. Okay, yeah, so this is looking great. Sandless looking great. Yeah, have you seen my skin tone? Yeah, I really am a vampire. It's like not a secret. It's like the whitest you've ever seen. Sure, I guess. And cut my weakest block. And cut this also. I feel like that's a decent place I can get another pair. I'll cut the 4. I don't want to keep too many of these though. 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku still, but there's no reason for me to call. I'd rather just fold than call one on hand. Like, unless, I don't know. Maybe if my Kamicha or like someone has a Yakuman, like a confirmed Yakuman, like someone has like 3 dragons or 4 winds. Then I'd be like, okay, well maybe like if it's like safe enough for me to push like a safe tile while still being intent by, you know, like we can Moashi this and try to stop them from getting the Yakuman. That's like the only threat that we have here. But yeah, I think I'm okay with just holding this. Yeah, there's actually no reason for me to push this. The only reason is maybe if the left player calls Ricci, yeah, at this point. Then I'll still like try to win, I'll take the win. I'm so far ahead, I'm okay with just passing it Sumo. I'm just okay with passing it Sumo and getting to South 4 without much other issue. Jump on that. Thank you for following the channel. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Stream Elements isn't working. I don't know if people are subscribing on YouTube, but if you're also subscribing on YouTube, appreciate it as well. Yeah, we'll keep Tenpai if we get it. No reason for me to push this. I'll just kind of quietly try to fold this from here. 8-mon. Another 4-mon. Doesn't look like our left player, Kamicha, has had like the best hand here. Chi? 5, 7, then 8. Can we Chi? We're cutting the 8? Why are we cutting the 8? Because we know it's Tanya? Because it's Sanshoku? Why is this? Why is this the case? Is there any particular reason? The 9-mon is still alive. 5, 7, 7, 8, 8. Usually you'd cut the 5 then. I'm a little bit confused. Pretty so as well. We'll cut the 7. No reason to chance anything. So will eventually come out, probably. It's like my next safest tile. There might be something better. Well, let's really think about this. 2-4. They kept the 7. Why'd they keep the 7? They don't have the 8. Is that really 5, 6, 7 Sanchoku? Oh well, we didn't deal into that. That's all I care about. Still maintaining a pretty nice lead. I could deal into a Mongon. Yeah. Kind of barely. Can't deal into a Hanuman, so dealing into a Ricci I still can't do. But at this point, like, between these two, this is like a really, like, checkmate scenario where I get first and everyone else has to, like, settle for what they can get. Because second and third here are so close that, like, they can't afford to touch me. They can't afford to, like, go for, like, a gigantic hand. Like, they have to compete for second and third. Like, if they slow down, then the other one will speed up and then get a 1 on hand and complete their, you know... complete the game. And yeah, because of that, like the last player here is also the dealer. I mean, that's also nice because the dealer is not going to be that much of a threat. So, like, even if the dealer wins, I could just fold and be like, hey, we'll have another hand. Second and third have to crab bucket each other. Exactly, yeah. Crabs in a bucket. Pulling each other down. That said, it's possible. It's possible this could be a Hanuman. It's still possible. If they have, like, enough Dora... If they have, like, 3 Dora, red 5, and double non, or Honitsu or something, like, half flush, it's still possible. So I can't really, like... I can't just, like, you know, full send either. If they're gonna push like this, it's better for me to just, like, hope that they win. And as long as it's not a Baimon, I'll be fine. Even if it's a Baimon. Yeah, even if it's a Baimon, it's not enough for them. So I just, you know, not mess this up and, like, just cut save tiles. Let them take their win, however expensive it is. And then, and everything will be fine. Tuso, huh? Tuso is taking swimming as well. I'll throw that one. Maybe a little bit wary if Kamicha decides to change the weights. It'd be insane for Kamicha to, like... It'd be actually insane if Kamicha has, like, a Hanuman and then chooses to, like, skip on the win here so they could rotate me or something. That'd be insane. But, you know, if that happens, like, you know, you deserve it. You deserve it, man. Nice job. So I don't expect that kind of play to happen. 3-mon? 3-mon just passed. 5-mon just passed. Chun just passed. Huh? Guess I'll still do 5-mon. Really unlikely. I mean, how likely is, like, frickin' Dama Hanuman anyway? I know I had it, like, last stream, though. Yeah, we'll do 6-mon. There it is. Yep. Just an ordinary hand. An ordinary hand that couldn't possibly get first unless they want to Ricci, But then Ricci drastically decreases the chance that they get second. Because, like, I could deal into that, and, you know, I could deal into a non-Ricci, like, just fine, and we could get first and second. But if they Ricci, I can't deal into them. I just won't. I'll just, like, throw all my safe tiles. Good play, good play. Understanding their place in the hierarchy. With me at the top, first place. Saint ranked to B. Roxar, yep. Going great. It's going great. I love Mahjong. Mahjong's so cool. I love my character Leia having a black cat for this from the skin. Yeah. Just like me, I have a black cat too. Her name's Cynthia. It's really cute. She's been really old lately. Old and cranky. A little less, I have to put, like, ointment on this, like, sore of hers. And, every time we have to put it on, like, she likes to lick it off, so we have to, like, also, like, put on this, like, jacket. Or this, like, you know, cat jacket, so she doesn't, like, lick it off. Yeah. She's been, I guess, a little bit more... Like, the first time she wore it, it was just, like, not having it. She was just, like, trying to walk backwards... Like, to take it off, and then she'd, like, walk backwards, like, off of a bed or off of a table. And I also did figure out a way, you know, like, the correct amount of tightness to have the jacket on around her neck, like a collar. You know, without, like, without being too tight, and then with also, not being too loose to the point where she could escape. Yeah. Been a little bit less feisty about that. This is interesting. I guess if we're going off of, like, not guaranteed Yaku, like, not guaranteed Itsu feels better than not guaranteed Pinfu. Because at least with Itsu, if I get the straight, right? Like, that's two Han. And it could also still be Pinfu, so I feel like it's worth it to keep the 8-9 over the 2-4-6. This is my pair, 2-3, waiting on a 4. Unfortunately, with the 1 pin gone, it's just the 4. Could use another pair somewhere. That could be a pair. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it is getting there. Huh. I'm not sure how much I like this. I don't think I do, actually. The more I look at it. Against dealer with late 6-bong cuts. I mean, I could be fighting against dealer with a lot of Dora. In fact, no, yeah. He like, we were talking about this. Yeah, he has a good hand. He cheat the 1. He definitely has a good hand. I shouldn't have called this. Like, maybe a Moashi, or like step back in Ishanten, cut the 4, and then maybe push if I have, like, a good hand, like from a straight or something. I think this is a mistake. Yeah, I don't think this is a good play. But hey, I could also draw the red 5 and everything will be fine. We also draw the Aku. Nope. Wasn't that lucky. Alright. Yeah, I knew it was a mistake after I did it. Although technically the one so wasn't first. The one so wasn't first, but still a pretty good indicator that they have a good hand on the red. They have like a whole beyond men. Yeah, let's keep this, I guess. Alright, that's fine. There's still plenty of game left. Still plenty of game. Nothing to fear. The west here. And this red is like okay, but I'm not actually gonna pawn it. It's kind of just like safe tiles to be, unless I could get the third via draw. But yeah, now it's just really safe tiles. I can cut the 3, cut the 8. Keep the 6. I want to keep the 6 for another potential block somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll cut the red now. Now this is 3 mon and 6 8 pin. So one of these could be the pair, one of them could be the triplet. Really don't have any use for arm tiles. Oof. Does hurt here that I only have one safe tile. Okay, 2. Got lucky. Alright, what am I going to cut? The 3 mon? 3 mon or 8 pin? I guess 3 mon. Slot 2 mon here. Kanshan is going to be less likely. Kanshan the closed weight. I got nothing else. I think that's all I have. Oh, damn. Well, so much for that. Alright, my streak is over, just like that. The extra Holba. Doing it in. Oh no, her orange is... Yeah, very sad. Very sad. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. We got a lot of progress. Let me view the log, I guess, to see what Maka has to say. I'm sure Maka will not appreciate the Rishi. Or, you know, I could be surprised. Well, okay, well, here, yeah. Formon, yeah, I was also thinking of Formon. I don't think the Rishi's that bad. I think it's terrible. I think it's not so good. Yeah. But you know, still I could have been bailed out somehow. Just wasn't meant to be. Didn't like this here. Why, you prefer the pawn? Or prefer the pawn? Sure. I don't really. 2 mon? Let me think this. Okay, 9, cut the 9 mon. After you cut the 9 mon, 7, 8, and 7 mon. That's actually probably the 7 mons that backfire. So they had 9, 8 mon in their hand. And cut the 7 mon. I mean, it's just, at that point, it's just any other... It could just be any other tile. I guess the 2 mon... Well, 2 mon is like... let me think. There's no way, I mean, there's actually no way it could be a Kanshan from a 1-3 perspective. I was thinking about the 2-4. I wasn't thinking about the 1-3. The 1-3 is like really unthinkable. Because they would have kept the 1. They discard the 1 turn on turn 1. So, right, even with like a 1-3-5, you'd keep the 1. You'd cut the 5 eventually at some point. Yeah, and the ones are also just completely accounted for. Okay, then what? 6-mon being Suji to the 9-mon does help a lot. Still loses to the 4-5, and could still happen, for sure. If we assume the 8-9-mon is, was a penchant that just backfired immediately, and they cut the 7-mon anyway. So they're not actually cutting the 7-8-9. And then... after that... if we assume the Kanchan is, like, really difficult... could be 3-4. 3-4 is still a possibility. And I don't have... I have most of the 2s and 5s. So if it is 3-4 and 1-mon makes sense, turn 1 1-mon makes sense. If they have 3-4. But it's that plus like... well... yeah, Shanpon is also not very likely, but Shanpon with 3-mon is also not very likely. It's just Ryamen. It's just the Ryamen. Just like, do I think like 3-4 is scarier, or do I think 4-5 is scarier? And 4-5 is at least connected to the Yaka, so that's what I ended up dealing into. I'll have to look at what Mortal thinks about that situation. It's like things like that. You know, where like... think about like the likelihood of a tile deal again, but also like the likely value if it deals in. I also did have 3 2-mon. I had 3 2-mon, and then I had 2 5-mon, so the 5-mon would have become Nakasuchi. That's also a factor there. That's interesting. I'd be curious, like, what the other AI think, especially since the other AI will tell me, like, not just, like, which tile they think is the best push in general, but also which tile is just the most likely to deal in from their perspective, which isn't necessarily the same tile. Sometimes the tile that is less likely to deal in is not the best tile to discard. And that could be for a number of factors. In that case, it would be because, in that case, it would have been because I had more of the 2-mon, and also I had, like, notable safe follow-ups after the 2-mon. But yeah, that's a situation that I just, like, my human brain just can't, like, follow it quite yet. So I'll have to rely on AI or whatever. Humanitar, hello. And Rita Alex. Metzi. Everyone. This is fine. But yeah, it's been going great. The climb has been going great, except for the 4th we just took. We just dealt into Dealer Ricci twice. Or not, it wasn't even a Dealer Ricci the first time, but... yeah, but kind of just like a mistake. Kind of just a plain mistake that I didn't have to do. Probably that 6-mon was good to keep, actually. I didn't think how good the 6-mon actually was. Yeah, let's make this into like a Pinfu shape. Yeah, we're still positive even after taking that 4th. That's how good we're doing. Yeah, 900 points away. So we're like positive like 150 or so. Like a whole first place. Would have been nice without the 4th, but what can you do? It happens, mistakes are made. Can't let that bother us. Especially, I'm not dealing into that. Classic move. Bamboo flush by accident. Yeah. Adamantism, hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, well, this is probably gonna be the last game. It's gonna be a little bit tiring after this. Interesting. This is like almost like a wing shape. No, but I could actually just cut the 5, and I get Ryamen Kanchan. Yeah. Or I could keep this as my pair and then get like a double over here. Alright, that's pretty good too. Cheetoy with a side of maybe Ryan Peiko. Gain a newfound appreciation for you, Rocks. Tried streaming Mahjong like twice, and my god, it's hard to talk and play. Yeah, it takes a lot of practice, yeah. Takes a real lot of practice. What the? What is this? I don't think it's anything. I'm just gonna throw it away. Hoping not the 7. Yeah. Takes a lot of practice and yeah, even hard for me to do right now. I'm thinking about too many different things. Does also depend on... Okay, we're gonna switch to Pinfu Tanyao, Ipeko potential shape. That makes more sense as dealer. But yeah, it also depends on like, you know, how confident you are in Mahjong in general. I mean, the more confident you are, the easier it gets. But like, that's like not even like oh yeah, the better you are, like the easier it gets. Like that's not necessarily true, because it's more that like the better you are compared to your opponents, right? So if you're pretty confident you could beat silver players, you know, you're like, you know, like a adept 3 or expert or whatever, then yeah, it's like it could be like a little bit easier to talk while you play. You just go on autopilot and you still probably stand a chance. But if you're like on the cusp, you know, or if you're like new to like a room, like you just got into gold's rooms, like that's tough. Or at least like, you know, it's tough to like be able to talk and then also still win. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. But you know, like that's what you have to do, right? You want to be like a good streamer or whatever. At least that's what I think. If I go to a Mahjong stream and you're not really talking, I might just leave, because like I'm not that interested in the gameplay. You know, I'm not so interested in the gameplay that I could just like just watch it for the gameplay. I mean, you'd have to be like really special, you know, like a really special kind of player for me to be able to do that. Most people aren't that. You know, like how like a Wumbo streams, like when Wumbo streams Tetris, like he's a like absolute Tetris god. Or like, you know, just like, yeah, it was just like there's no mic, it's just like a hand cam, and it's just like him just going absolutely ham. Like that's just like, you know, like the gameplay is so good that it's just like an art form, you know. It's just like art in the making. Like he doesn't need to add anything to that. The game really just speaks for itself. But yeah, you know, we can't all be Wumbo. We can't all be like that. I'm certainly not like that. I don't think I'd be like that special if I wasn't like constantly yapping. So, put a lot of practice into that. It's kind of why I wanted to be a streamer in the first place. Because, like, I talk to myself a lot. I talk to myself a lot, yeah. Sometimes to, like, really, like, solidify thoughts in my head. Or, you know, or just, like, you know, practice, like how I would, like, bring up, like, a certain topic or whatever. Yeah, I just do that. I do that for fun. And I play games for fun. And I can talk with myself, talk to myself and play games for fun at the same time. So, it's not quite the same as that. Because I do still have to acknowledge that, like, a real person is listening to me talk. So if I say something absolutely freaking incomprehensible or, like, off the rails, like, I have to accept the consequences. Like, that's the main difference. But otherwise, I'm just riffing. Just doing my thing. Try something fun to stream, though. I'm trying to do it professionally, thankfully. Being an artist is hard enough. Yeah. Glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, it is fun. It's a lot of fun. If I get a south, do I cut this 7/8 pin? Gee. I guess I'm thinking about it. I think probably not though. Actually, I think I'll just keep the keep the 6/9 pin weight. I think the 6/9 pin is still good. Since I have 2 of the 8 pins accounted for. Yeah. Streaming is fun. It's really difficult to do well, though. I don't think, still a lot of things I feel like I could do to make it better. Things I'm not doing. Toy? 2-pin? You scored an 8 mon after the 7 mon. So maybe it was like unplanned toy, and the 2-pin is actually relevant to the hand. Could be 4-pin. Yeah, could be 4-pin. 8-pin. I mean, you scarred a lot of honor tiles. Is it also Yakuhai? Gee. I don't think so. All the Yakuhai are accounted for, right? Whites are dead, greens are dead, south is dead, east is dead. Must be Toy. Well, even if I draw the 4, like, I don't think I could afford to fold. My hand's a little bit too strong. Oof. Alright, 3 houses music is over. Yeah, play another route, but I don't have time for RPG. Yeah. Just watch a let's play on 2x speed. That'll do the trick. I need to like watch a bunch of modules from my work. I'm definitely gonna do that on like 1.5, 2x speed. As much as I can. Like, I hear ya. I'm running down notes. Yeah. But I don't need all this like storytelling and context. Like, I'm here. Like, you don't have to keep me engaged. I'm engaged. I'm locked in. Just give me the thing. just give me like the bullet points already. It's like, oh, this, and this. All right, great. All right, have a good day, man. Later. That's how I want that transaction to be. 1, 2, so. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I could really use another block, actually. Another block would be really nice, but... there's really no point in me actually waiting on a 3, so... Like, what? Cut the 8 here or something? Or, like, cut the 6 here for Ipeco? I guess there was that. I guess there was 7, 8, 9 Ipeco. It's just not very good. It's not even very good. Alright, we're gonna go full flush. Maybe there's still time. There's still time for a full flush. It's a manga, so... Going from, like, absolutely nothing into, like, maybe I can get a flush. I'll take it. Something for the CPA, and I have the videos on perm 1.25 speed. Yeah, there we go, yeah. It's like, yo, me when I'm in, like, a anime book club, and I have to watch, like, 24 episodes of anime, like, you know, by tomorrow. That shit's on hyperspeed. It's like, yeah, I totally watched it, man. Trust. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the voices though. They were like kind of they're like kind of whatever, you know. I couldn't quite you know, grasp the emotion, the acting. What is this? Well, this is like danger mode. I need to not deal into this. Ah, shit. I don't know any of these Tadashis, so I'm just gonna have to go by instincts. Push, baby, push. North. 5-8 mon. 3 mon. 3 mon gets me 6 mon weight. Red's the hell weight. 7 mon is safe to both. That means 4 mon is... Okay, but I'm gonna cut the 1 pin. I don't think it's the 1 pin. Oh, got excited for a second. Good hand, though. Good hand. Good hand from me. And a good hand from you. I feel like I made some good decisions. I think the pivot to full flush was definitely necessary. Alright, we got some good shapes here. Good shapes, so we're gonna cut the Yakuhai first. Cut the east first, then the white. Then keep the north because we need a pair for Pinfu. Probably Pinfu. Maybe Pinfu. Even this 9 could be helpful. More than the white. Once cut north is like decently safe as well later in the game. But want to keep it that long. Yeah, the 9 isn't really necessary. Pinfu's OP. They should patch it. Alright. I mean, well, it feels like they kind of did already, you know? It feels like they already did patch it, you know? That's why it's only worth 20 fu. That's why it's like hard stuck 20 fu. Well, not hard stuck. It's 20 fu, it's 30 fu wrong. You know, isn't that good enough? They made a whole exception. They made a whole exception for Pinfu to not be 30 fu. Just so it could be weaker. Just so it could have like this spirit of like its intention of like being the fu-less hand. What are we doing here? I think this hand is pretty heavy. I think this hand is pretty heavy, but like the Dora is also going to be dangerous to hold on to. Probably for, is that a cheaper hand from the dealer? Oof! Should have kept it. Shake my head. Makes me wonder, why does 7 pairs have such low fu when it's so hard Yaku to win? Because the chance for double Ura hit? Well, historically, Chitoi, I mean, Chitoi is it's not, it doesn't follow the normal conventions of a Mahjong hand at all. And so, like, kind of, like, bets are off on, like, you know, how much fu you consider, like, Chitoi to naturally have. Because it just doesn't naturally have anything that, you know, it just doesn't follow any of the conventions, you know, that a normal hand would follow, especially when, you know, including you know, counting for food. So, yeah, I mean, Chitoi's 7 pairs is an American Yaku. It's an American Yaku that was like, you know, reshipped back over to the Asian Mahjong games. But yeah, so Chitoi, when it was like first introduced, I believe it was 0 Han. It was 0 Han and 100 Fu. You know, and imagine that. Imagine a 0 Han hand. But like, you know, like technically, you know, under some interpretations of the rules, you know, you could interpret like every hand having base 2 Han, and then you get 1 more for 3 Han. So you start at 2, not at 0. But like, we don't consider that anymore. You know, just like you start at 0 Fu, you just start at 0 Han and you work your way up to 1. You know, Richi counts as your, if Richi is your only Yaku, you have 1 Han. Right? But yeah, so like at some point after that it became 1 Han 50 Fu, and then after that it became and then after that it became 2 Han 25 Fu. Yeah. Which are all the same. They're all the same point wise. So like the score of the hand never changed from that. But the you like, yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. Chitoi's weird. Yeah, speaking of Chitoi, yeah, here we are. And I think I'm gonna go for it. I don't think I'm really interested in 1 Han hand here if I palm. I don't think that's... I think Ipeiko is also pretty weak. Well, you know, Ipeiko plus... plus another... plus a Haku, I mean, plus a White Dragon. I don't think... That's not that bad. I didn't think of it that way. I think the White Dragon was the only other tile that I really appreciate drawing. Also held the East because, you know, being in Furiten before Tenpai for Chitoi doesn't really matter because you're never forced to wait on that tile. You can just discard another tile if you're going Chitoi. Ooh. Alright, we'll play it defensively here, though. I don't really want to deal into this, whatever the fuck this is. 2-pin and 5-pin are also the door indicators. Yep. 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 Maybe I am a good player after all. You know? Maybe I got it. Maybe I know. Maybe I can do this Mahjong thing. Put some respect of the name. This wasn't just luck. It wasn't just luck. Of course you have to be a little bit lucky. You're lucky to be born in this world. You're lucky to be able to talk with me right now. Not be born in some hole with no one in it. Huh? Ever think of that? You're pretty lucky too, don't you think? Yeah, I read the future. That's what I had to do. I was like shocked, bro. I just like I could see the future. And then I just like see myself just get fucking just stomped on. Just like I need to do something. Monado. Shield. Yeah, we'll do the green here. Pawn. Well, I said it. I'm gonna do it, I guess. Whatever. Not a great hand. Maybe I should have kept all this stuff. Cut the 2-4. Didn't really think of like how many blocks I had. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'll cut the 4. You're half flush, full flush gaming. Someone else at the table is too. Yeah, yeah. That can happen a lot. Whoa there! I might be able to pivot back into the flush. Flush with 1 Dora and Ton. 1 Dora East. Tonitsu. Hopefully this doesn't deal in. It doesn't. I mean, you know. Which one do I want? 258. 147. 258. 147. Do 258. 258 waits on the Aka. So, of course, we're going to wait on 258. It's also more tiles in general than 147, so. Also that. Also, if you're curious how this weight works, this is 2 different kinds of weights. This is already on men and a Nobutan. So this is a 2.5 and then oh, this is also 6.9. I don't think I'm gonna wait on that though. And then this is an already on men, waiting on 5.8. So 2.5 and 8. Where the 5.8 is considered, could be considered for down men, and the 2.5 can be considered a pair weight, Tonki weight. All right, crabs in a bucket and all that. Let's go to 2, another 2, another like 60 points. That'd be sick. Let's not deal into anything, and mess that up. This is the position where I feel like I've been getting the most improvements. Far away enough first, where it's just like long shot first. We'll discard the east right away. Not taking any chances. Long shot first, but still somewhat in contention for second and third. In this position, I should play a lot more defensively than I usually. I mean, I tended to do. Just like, oh yeah, maybe I can get it though. Maybe I can get first. Maybe I should like reach this hand. Like, no, you shouldn't. It's just it's a position where you just get a Baimon. I mean, that could also happen. You know, it's just like I'm not gonna say no if I get a Yakuman. If a Yakuman just like happens to be thrown onto my lap, we'll accept the Yakuman. But I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna reach for it. You know, I'm not gonna extend myself so far that I have to like cut this white or whatever to do so. You know, I'm gonna cut the 8-9 here. Thinking the 9 is probably safe against everyone with the being 1 chance and all. Okay, now it's just a no chance. Kabe. 8-pin wall. Behind is the 9-pin, unable to be used in a sequence, only in doubles and triples and quads. And we got the triplet. This is an awkward scenario. I know I said I know what I said, that like I shouldn't like extend myself here, but like, and it's gonna be hard if I get the if I get Tenpai, you know? Yeah, okay, yeah. That's all I needed. I'm not pushing this. One mon feels good. We'll see. You know, maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get a pair of whites, and then they'll drop the third, and I could pull, and then they'll be fine. Nice. Nakasuchi. Oh, dealt into the Dora. Oh, huge for me. Now third is even farther away and gets rid of the dealer seat. That's, yeah. Cheers to that. Great play. Amazing play. Who is this guy? This guy deserves a promotion. Master 2. Oh God. Pretend I didn't see that. Yeah, he's due. Yeah, that's right. 60,000 points. I'd just be happy that you're not in fourth right now, guy on my right, Chimocha. This con is a little bit worrisome, but again, I don't have to extend myself that much. If someone sumos a Mongon, I'm still safe. Yeah, they have to sumo Hanuman. So again, like I'm saying this out loud for you guys, but also for me. I'm just saying it out loud so I remind myself it's okay. Like I don't have to win this. Like if I like the worst thing that could happen is I get third if I don't push or whatever. But probably I still get second. Like there's actually like a pretty good chance I still get second. So in fact, I probably should just cut this 3. I'm gonna cut this 3. I'm gonna cut this 3. Why? Because 1, it doesn't give me a Yaku. 2, maybe eventually like I want to like spread out. Ooh. I want to spread out my acceptance a little bit. And spread out my ability to use certain tiles. So like maybe if Sozi becomes really safe or something, oh my god. Then I can cut the... Yeah, and I really want a Yaku here. I don't... Like the only way I'm pushing this is if I have a Yaku. So that's why I'm keeping the 3. And it's just like, okay, I could like maybe deal in. Sakigiri's Dora? Oh, please no. Please no. Please don't. Okay. No one's in Tenpai, right? no one's in Tenpai with like a freaking like Dama, Shanpon, Hanuman, fucking fuck you, die, idiot. I have 8 pin. Oh, all right, nice. You didn't get the animation. So this should be fine. Calculated. Let's go. Let's go. That's our Saint rank player right there. That's Saint rank diff. Inching our way up. All right, that we'll forget about that last game. That last game that just never happened. 800 points away. I could do this in one stream. I'm thinking about it now. Maybe if it gets really good, maybe on Saturday or something, I could just go all the way. I don't know. 800 points is still actually a lot. Yeah. 800 points is a lot. So I don't actually know when I'm going to get up there, but you know, I'm it's looking like it's time. It's looking like it's time. Like just 1/4 in like 10 games. It's like this graph looks pretty good. Yeah. He gets a couple more fourths in the back end of that, but overall I feel good. I feel good about my play. Feel good about, you know, my skills. Just like feels like I'm getting better. Understanding like, yeah, well, position's a little bit better. You know, in like in terms of 4th place avoidance, yeah. That's what it has to be, you know. I just have to optimize my play for ladder. I just have to optimize my play for like not dealing in and getting 4th like an idiot when I don't have to. Even if like in tournament or something, like I would rather still push. Always push, man. Always push. Who's playing Mahjong right now? Any cool guys playing Mahjong? Looks like might be a couple. Yeah, Small Biscuit, it's playing Mahjong. That guy's a cool guy. Only an hour in. I'm sure he's still playing. Still gonna be playing for a while. Alright, join up in the raid. Small Biscuit, SMOL _ biscuit. Want to check out Cool Guy Play Mahjong right now. See you guys next time, though. Saint rank coming up, right? Hang tight. Goodbye.